we are live.
I
changed the background for our educational Sundays or our educational Fridays.
Fridays. Yep. It's nice. It's
less Sagan.
Less rabbit hole. Yes. Hail Sagan.
Hail Sagan. I love that. So yeah, it is the educational show, and we are here on Christmas Eve. We're going to talk about America's favorite pastime.
Dedication.
Because yeah, we don't miss shows. God damn it. We're going to talk about America's favorite pastime, man.
Masturbation.
America's second favorite pastime, man.
Oh, alcoholism.
America's third favorite pastime.
Overeating.
Guns. No, that's just mine. We're going to be talking about guns today, and we're going to be talking about just the amount of stupidity that happens when people in guns are involved. I mean, because let's face it, like a lot of people should not be owning firearms.
Right, exactly. And
hey, Mike,
that video there is not about guns, though. The one with
but we're still going to talk.
That one was just cool as shit.
Yeah. Killing non-white people. I mean, guns kill everybody. I don't really think that they have a preference.
Firearms don't discriminate. It's the users that do.
And even then.
And really, when you think about it, firearms are actually pretty passive.
Yeah, they just sit there.
I have like 3 loaded guns right next to my bed every night when I sleep. Nothing happens.
I got 2 right next to me right now.
Yeah.
Just if I call them like a slur, they'll act up. But other than that.
Like Glock suckers,
like you Austrian fuck.
You're not even an Austrian robot because you're not even autonomous. You're just Austrian machinery.
You're just an Austrian piece of fuck.
Yeah, I dressed up all like
I know Professor Graverobber's in the house, man.
Professor Graverobber's in the house, and he's representing bitch. Fuck the Slytherins. Which honestly, saying fuck the Slytherins is a pretty Slytherin thing to say.
That's a pretty weird. Ravenclaw thing to say.
Well, yeah.
That's a really Ravenclaw thing to say.
That's just because we're better.
Yeah, and all the book stuff. We're ambitious. We're smart.
We're smarter.
Granted. Ambition doesn't mean anything good. I mean, I have an ambition to drink an entire bottle of whiskey. That doesn't make it a smart decision.
No, but I mean, at the same time, mental health.
You know? I gotta take
and honestly, these glasses really do help with like staring at screens all day. So
I told you, and you look good.
Thank you.
But let's I guess let's talk about what everybody came here because you are a Marine.
Yes.
I'm accredited
Marine.
I'm an accredited firearms user, and I think I did pass the instructor course in Florida. I'm licensed in 3 different states, so we kind of know just a little bit about guns.
I mean, in true male fashion, I know more about guns than I do about women.
I mean, yeah, but you're also from Florida, so.
Well, yeah, but also there's some similarities, you know, like all my guns have female names, and a gun is similar to a woman in the sense that depending on how you hold her is how she'll treat you.
And where you put your fingers.
Oh, yeah. And how fast you can move them.
So, oh my. Well, that may, well, yeah, because I mean, depending on what state you're in, both of those are illegal. So we wanted to talk about. I really wanted to talk about this because honestly, like it's been a while since I've actually had another gun nut on the channel. It's not that DJ isn't a gun nut; it's just that he doesn't like talking about it. You know, it's one of those subjects that he's just like, I'd rather not be the African American in the room talking about weapons of fun. You know,
I mean, it kind of makes sense.
Yeah,
but doesn't want to like perpetuate a stereotype.
But yeah, everybody that's here, well, first of all, like the stream if you can, please. And let us know how you like our new Carl Sagan background for the Educational Fridays. But while you guys do that, let's get into our first video here. This is handguns versus ballistic torsos.
Is it? Because it looks like rifles.
That's what it says at the title.
Okay. I like the collared shirt because then you can't see that neck crease.
Yeah, you know. So
Oh yeah, this is the handguns one. So this one should be interesting because honestly, it's just a really cool thing to see.
Well, we got a little
Morally,
bit of lag.
what happens when someone gets shot?
Yeah,
So you do see some pretty interesting things like temporary wound cavities and things like that.
and a temporal wound cavity is when a bullet first enters the body, and there's an exchange of energy causing a literal cavity,
Like a tunnel of nope.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's a really interesting science, and it really is one of these things that we're gonna get a closer look at because
yeah, because like if you want to imagine the temporal wound cavity, it comes from the bullet flying and displacing the air around it. Kind of like anybody that's seen the Matrix, which I would like to think most of our viewers have.
I think most of them have.
All those rings when the bullets go into slow-mo that you see coming behind the projectile is a good representation of, you know, forcing its way through the air.
Air displacements.
In one of these videos, you can actually see it when they go ham with the handguns, and there's like artificial blood atomized in the air. You can see it actually form that cool funnel. I've been on the rifle range before when it's foggy at the 300-yard mark, and you can actually see it like cutting its tunnels through the fog. It's incredible.
It's neat,
You can
right?
see it kind of like curves and swims and everything.
Yeah.
Like,
You get the curlies, the little curlies, like when you just get it just right at that perfect density right above the ground. And it goes
like there is a beauty to ballistics, but we're not going to get into ballistics, not tonight. We don't have time for that.
No, we're just gonna get into some cool shit.
Slow motion. Let's get to it. All right, this is 9mm extreme defense against
and
torso.
Course,
first shot. Count it down.
Extreme defense, I believe, is a type of hollow point ammo. I don't think it's jacketed.
No, the extreme defense is the all copper that has like the X shape on the end of the actual projectile.
Low Saturnalia, Lophus. Hi, baby. We're talking about ballistics today and guns.
Oh yeah, low Saturnalia. Happy Festivus, everyone.
2, 1.
Bop.
It doesn't look like much at regular speed, you know.
And there it is. That is what's
tunnel
known as a
inside
temporal cavity. Bop.
There you go.
Imagine that. Yeah. Oh my god. Because like to think about that in your body of just this tunnel opening up through your torso, and then
we'll pause it right here. So this is a temporal cavity. This is exactly what happens to your body when a bullet hits it. And the reason I kind of wanted to pause it right here was because, like he said, imagine that happens to you. Now, here's the fuck part. How many times have you heard you know, these dudes on these YouTube channels that are like, I hate it when people get shot in the movies and they just fall.
Yeah, right.
Look at this and tell me you wouldn't fucking hit the fucking floor. Tell me this wouldn't happen to you. You'd just be like, no.
Yeah, well, you like, I mean, it's like, how can I put this where it's not graphic? It's like getting punched all the way through your body. You would notice that and probably react
in a negative fashion, I'd imagine.
Now, granted, a lot of times with smaller caliber full metal jackets like 380s and stuff like that, you know, it's going to be a smaller tunnel because the 380 weighs less and has less force behind it because it has a smaller mass. But at the same time, they're not going to keep running at you unless they're on amphetamines, you know.
Yeah, they're going to slow them down. They're going to feel that. Yeah. And here it is, you know, they're just oh, so it's an extreme penetrator round.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I know what those rounds are literally designed to go through like a Marvel God Punch. Yeah.
Curve over into the
a Marvel God Punch, exactly.
PVC piping and fell. Is the bullet down there in the grass?
Yeah, well, you're firing extreme penetrators, boys. Extreme penetrators are literally designed to go through light armor, heavy coats, jeans, stuff like that. So
interior doors.
Indoors, yeah. Also
drywall
in the chest. High speed is ready when you are.
So they're gonna hit it again. We're gonna see another temporal cavity. Here we go.
In the chest, though, this time.
Bop. There it is.
It looks like nothing in real time.
Boop.
Oh, look at those ribs. I felt that. That's how my ribs feel now, honestly.
Why?
Well, because I fucking wiped out wearing my sappy plates last week
Why
at
were you wearing
Airsoft.
sappy plates?
Because I'm a hard charging motherfucker and I train like I fight. And the very thing that was supposed to protect me caused me injury. So for those of you who I didn't tell the story to, I fell. And my vest, I have level 3 plus tempered steel armor plates in my vest, and I was playing Airsoft. But on the sides, I have 6x8 plates. I fell so awkwardly that one of the 6x8 plate corners like went between my ribs, and it has hurt this entire week. Like, it hurts to sneeze. It feels like I got punched by like the chosen one every time I sneeze.
And the worst part was, and this reason I'm making fun of him is because I literally told him, take your steel plates out, put in some cardboard, put in some foam, something else, because you're gonna be running out there and you're probably gonna eat shit and you're gonna hurt yourself with those plates. And there's Mr. Gun Ho, Mr. Marine, Mr. I only taste pain when it hurts me.
Yep.
And what
I forgot
happened?
I wasn't 21 anymore. That's what happened.
You forgot you can't fall down a fucking incline and just get up at the end of it and go.
Yeah, no. Instead, you got to roll through it and then go to cover and pull sand spurs out of your back.
And then just kind of lie there for a minute, questioning how you're alive.
Why I do these things. But yeah, look at how it like it broke the ribs and then it like separated them. Like,
Yes.
I'm pretty sure somebody would drop if they got shot in the chest.
There goes a bullet right through the back, and that is known as overpenetration.
Oh, look at that.
So once again, this is happening in your body in the blink of an eye. The blink of an eye is this happening to you, and it's fucked. It is so absolutely fucked. And that, as they're demonstrating here, even the blood filling the cavity is showing you like the temporal ridges and what happens.
Yeah. All of that is just ripped flesh and organs, and basically, like.
So that's the end of this video, though, because
that was the difference. They did 9mm and 45. Then right there, they go ham on it. That part's pretty cool when they get in the slow mo.
Oh shit! Okay.
Yeah, they were showing the difference in the 9mm and 45 extreme defense.
45 is a much heavier, much larger round. So I'm really not.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically picture 9mm, but like a third larger of damage area.
Yeah, and I got this bar right here, kind of. Where is it? Is it this part?
Yeah, that's the 45 guy.
So let's just look at 145 round.
So
this is a 45. Boom! Look at the size of that fucking.
You could put a
cavity.
baseball through that if it stayed open. Like,
oh my god! Now, I know this looks like a lot. I know this looks like a lot, folks, but you have to remember this is 233 grains.
Yep.
Of just metal traveling at 986 feet per second. That's not a lot of numbers when you really break it down. But the force and the physics involved in this, and the transfer of energy, is what makes these things so fucking interesting. Like, this is literally just a piece of metal that big. Like that big. I wish I had something scale, but I don't in my desk. Oh, you know what? So that's a drill tip. Yeah. That's about the size of a bullet, more or less.
More or less.
But
about a 223, yeah.
But this traveling at 986 feet per second, that's what it does to your body.
It only weighs about as much as a big lighter, but it's dense.
Yeah. Look at that. Oh, man. Just blorp. Look at even the internal organs like moving. Like, oh man, that's just nuts.
Yeah.
And it's a 45, and I love 45s. I do. As you know, it's as people as old dudes, but it's God's caliber.
Yeah, because sometimes short, fat, and slow will get the job done.
That short, fat, and slow always gets the job done. So let's just look at these guys just fuck this dude up. This is
This
what
would
happened
be
in
like
RoboCop.
us if Oh my god, right? You have 3 seconds to comply. This would be us if we had a ballistic torso, dude. We would turn it into like raspberry slushy. That plus they're like $1,000, so we'd have to get some kind of enjoyment out of it.
Just like Lophus.
You see the chunk of rib come flying out? Like,
that's lower abdomen. That's oh my god.
Look at that.
That is right through the ribs and the lung. Look at the piece of rib that went with it. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh.
Now there's one shot though where I think it should be coming up where you can see there's that atomized liquid, and then you can actually see like the cones coming behind the bullet. Might be this one.
That is just fucking.
All right, here we go. It's this one. Watch that blood splatter. See it cutting through the moisture.
Literally the rings. I once again, we're broadcasting in 720, and I'm looking at this in 1440, but you can quite literally see the rings of the displacement going right through it, and it's just beautiful. Look, there it is. You can see a little bit more defined. Like, that is just neat, man. That is just cool. And I know, like, and anybody watching this being like,
hey, let me know when she gets home. I'll say, welcome home. It is time for Christmas. Go make dinner.
Oh my god. So yeah. So that was just something I really wanted to touch on, was just it's nuts, right? It's nuts.
Yeah. And honestly, now that we've actually started, let's go over the 4 firearm safety rules for our viewers so they can be enlightened as well. Rule number 1, treat every firearm as if it is loaded until you yourself have determined it's not. Basically, what that means is just because somebody says, oh, the gun is empty, doesn't necessarily mean the gun is empty. You want to trust but verify.
So okay,
a Marvel animator. Probably a Marvel animator would probably use that kind of footage. I mean, if you watch the movies, it's close. But number 2,
my wife Carmen will be home, so that cool. Yeah. Or cool. Would a Marvel animator use footage like that? So sorry to interrupt, Graverobber. Any kind of reference footage that you're going to be using when it comes to something like flesh and the way flesh behaves when it gets impacted, you're going to be looking more at the wave dynamics of something being hit. So this kind of stuff is more along the lines for zombie movies or anything that's going to involve bullets piercing flesh and the actual reaction of the person itself, kind of like Hardcore Henry was one of those movies that utilizes a lot of this. The Matrix also was part of what utilized a lot of that. But if you're going to be looking more at like impacts and stuff like that, the wave dynamics, you're going to be looking more at simulators or flesh itself. But let's get back to this.
Yes.
Always treat firearms as they're loaded at all times. That is correct. And like Graverobber said, and I think that's the best way to put it, trust but verify.
Yep. And never point a firearm at anything you do not intend to destroy. I like that word because it hits a little bit harder than you do not intend to shoot. People think getting shot is different, but getting destroyed definitely helps to paint the picture. Because once you put a bullet into or through something, it will never ever be the same.
No.
Ever.
And as we saw in that footage, that's only 120. No, I'm sorry, those are extreme penetrators. That's only 148 grains.
Yeah, it's not heavy at all.
So yeah, that can totally fuck your day up. Number 3, keep your finger off the trigger until your sights are on target and you are ready to engage.
Now this one, that's more of like the last safety rule. Okay, so the 3rd safety rule should be keep the weapon on safe until you're ready to fire. If it has an external safety. ARs have them, bolt action rifles have them, shotguns have them. Some pistols will have them, like the 1911s. Now, if there is no external safety, keep your finger off the trigger.
And if you ever hear anybody say keep your booger finger off the bang bang switch, just do me a favor and immediately slap them in the balls.
Yes. But yeah, either way, keep the weapon on safe and your finger off the trigger.
Yes.
Okay. And then definitely always be sure of your target and what is in front of it and behind it. Okay, so like putting a paper target on your wooden fence and then shooting your AR-15 at it is not going to be good for the neighbors
or the cat or the
or
cops.
anything on the other side of that wooden fence and sheet of paper. Because as you guys have seen in this first video, bullets have a lot of power for their size. That's what I tell women. So it works for me and for bullets. So
and for Lophus.
And for Lophus. And so that's like just weapon safety, guys. Like for real. We're all just we all have our guns just to have a good time. We don't want to see anybody getting hurt unless you believed that there was a reasonable chance that they were going to cause serious bodily injury or death to you or those around you.
Or to
Otherwise,
somebody, yes.
yeah, if we're at the range, let's just all be safe and have a good time.
And more so over on top of all of these laws, and I'm not fucking around with this. On top of all of these 4 safety rules, make sure you know the laws of your state when it comes to self-defense, when it comes to home defense, and when it comes to the defense of others. Make sure that when you are a responsible gun owner, you know the fucking laws.
Yeah, like here in Florida, we have the castle, and we also have stand your ground. So if someone breaks into your house, you drop them. It's cheaper for the county to pay for the coroner than for an ambulance. Yeah. And also, I carry hollow points. Dead man carries target ammo. That's fine. It's not a big deal. I just prefer hollow points. However, I do know for a fact the state of New Jersey, hollow points legal. And also anybody in Washington, D.C., any component of a firearm is illegal and can result in fines and or jail time. If you are just driving through Washington, D.C., and you forgot that you had a couple bullets laying in your trunk, no guns or anything, just the bullet itself, you know? Yeah. $300 per bullet fine.
So always be aware of your laws. Always be aware of your laws. We're not going to tell you what's right or what's wrong or how you should feel about those laws. All we're telling you is be fucking aware of them.
Yes.
And also, don't ever listen to anybody that doesn't own firearms or knows nothing about firearms.
Right.
It's just go to the source. Go to your fucking state website. Don't trust people. Don't trust anybody that has never owned a firearm in their life.
And if you don't have time to go to the website, call your local provost marshal's non-emergency line and ask them. They will sit down. They'll have the time to talk to you. They will be happy to find that there is a law-abiding citizen seeking further knowledge.
Yeah, and of course, take classes. If you're going to own a firearm, take classes. Like I said, I'm accredited and I'm certified Graverobber's a Marine, so we have a little bit of an education.
And I also have my concealed weapons license as well.
Yeah, me too.
So,
but speaking of shockwaves and just displacement of air and shit like this, this is just so fucking cool. So this is just an explosion going down a tunnel. I think it's in China. And we get to actually see what that air displacement does and just how cool it looks. And Mike, yes, this is actually something a Marvel animator would look at because this actually is a very clear demonstration of sonic movement.
Yes. And it honestly looks terrifying.
There's another one right there. There's another one right there. There's another one right there. And as they get further and further away, they start to become, there it is, that's reverberation. They start to come.
You can see them going backwards.
They actually bounce. It's so fucking neat.
But that first one, when it's coming at you, just like a wall of like, oh shit, what is that?
Look at this. Oh, did I miss it? Hold on. I'm trying to catch it. Hold on. Oh my fuck. Hold on.
Play it in 0.25 play speed.
That's what I was literally about to do. I was like, why am I fucking with this here? So look at that. That is literally a wall of sound and moisture flying at your face. Look at that. That is fucking terrifyingly cool, isn't that?
It reminds me of
look at that right in the middle of it.
Yeah, it reminds me of that movie. You remind me of the Babe. What Babe? Fuck, what is it? The Labyrinth. When they're in the tunnel and there's this giant like tunnel cleaner coming at you.
Yeah.
Like
Carmen is home if you could. Well, we always can.
Hello, Carmen. I hope you have a good day at work. Welcome home. It's Christmas Eve, but it is time to make dinner. And then after dinner, you have to do the dishes.
And Mike is gonna rub your feet for you, so don't worry about that.
While you are doing the dishes.
While you are doing the dishes, it's gonna be awkward, but
So try not to laugh because then you might break the plates.
I like how we can get away with that. Like it's weird. Just one more time.
I think the current outfit. Wow. I think the current outfit helps with that, though. You know,
it does. Yeah.
I come from the Philippines, so I can become a doctor and stop people from dying. But instead, I am court-appointed attorney, and I sell real estate to my friends.
Court-appointed.
It's not much, but it's honest work.
I work for the state. I get good health care.
Mm-hmm. I have good insurance, but bad pay.
I don't know why that fucked me up, but it did. All right, let's take a look at some fucking gun fails here. Top 35 gun fails. Let's just go through each one, try to see what went wrong.
Yeah, that was kind of the idea with the video. Here's this guy.
Oh,
again,
yeah.
So this right here goes with make sure every weapon or treat every weapon as if it's loaded until you have checked it. Oh, I'm just going to lean it on the post. Nothing's going to happen until it does.
And I don't know what kind of cheap $26 Walmart shotgun that was, but holy fuck, that just took out his knee. Luckily, the guy's alive. We know this video. This is a very old video. The guy's alive and well. It just did some damage to the guy's entire ass.
It's honestly hard to find new firearms related injury videos because of YouTube's community guidelines.
And the idea that, a lot more people are getting a lot more safe about firearms.
Well, that's good too. Yeah.
Yeah. And here we have a classic example of don't hold it like you're afraid of it.
Yeah.
This is going to hurt. Just turn out the firearm, the closed captions. And she is doing the correct thing. She is squeezing. However, bop, there it is. That is what you call limp wristing.
What's on your mind, honey?
Oh. No.
Oh, yeah, this kid had grabbed his dad's AK to try to make some gangster video. I can't remember what it was, but I think it had something to do with he was raging at people from video games.
I think it was an Instagram thing, and this all, you know what? So we can actually listen to this one because this one goes all the wrong.
Yeah.
30 round shot movement. 30 round shot movement. Ready to go straight up your bitch ass. Put the shit right here, dog. Come on. Man, you ain't even speak the game. You ain't know what the fuck you doing.
Yeah, this was an Instagram flick.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Did y'all?
Where'd that gangster ass accent go?
Yeah, what happened there, Kyle?
30 rounds in you, bitch. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh my god. My mom, guys.
Golly willikers. Oh man, my mother is going to strike me so hard in the rear end.
Oh man, like Jesus.
And then
that's kind of like my favorite thing though, right? When the gangster just evaporates.
Oh, everybody's gangster till it's time to do gangster shit. Like, and then this gun right here,
it's the 700 Nitro.
I honestly want to find one just so I can shoot it and see what happens.
A 700 Nitro?
Yeah, my whole like 5'8", 200 pounds, see what happens. Because I mean, I am bigger than these guys.
Granted, and you have way more firearms, but
I just wouldn't do it now.
Nitro?
I just wouldn't do it now because my ribs hurt.
Oh my god. Just real quick on your phone, just do me a favor. Research how much a 700 Nitro rifle is. Because Holy balls. And for those of you who don't know, a 700 nitro, a .700 is the what the caliber is. And to move that kind of caliber, there's a fuck ton of gunpowder behind it. So
$23,000.
that's it. So
For
we're
the
about to
rifle,
watch.
yeah.
Oh my god. So we're about
The
to watch
rounds
a,
are $100 each. $100 a bullet.
and they're just popping these off. So we're
I
about
mean,
to watch
I would rent it. I would rent it. I would pay
Or Battlefield.
$50 to rent the gun and then pay for one bullet
just to have the one experience.
just to say I fucking did it.
So here we go. This is a 700 nitro.
It's for taking down like dinosaurs.
So
Computer, stop.
let's just one more time here. Well, just where is it?
What are you
Flip it,
doing,
flip it.
homeboy?
Trying to get that. Look at the amount of force that this rifle puts out.
And that's why I wouldn't do it now, because my ribs hurt. Because watch how it jerks his shoulder. Kadoosh. Oh, dude, that would hurt my ribs so much worse.
Oh, he was fucking torqued.
But
He
you know
was
what?
torqued.
I give him props for maintaining positive control of that firearm. He
I mean,
didn't
yeah.
drop it. He didn't let it fly back behind him. He kept the muzzle vertical in a safe area. Like, I give him props, dude.
I don't think he had a choice in the matter, man. It was like, oh, shit.
But he held on to it. He
did,
rode
though.
the fucking lightning, man.
Let's take a look at our favorite subject of stupidity here.
I just fucking shot myself.
Yep.
Oh, son of a.
Some people wanted to.
Oh,
So that guy was cool. There was a follow-up video with it, and he was like talking about, yeah, I was doing practice, and then I forgot that I had this gun instead of my other gun, and I shot myself, and I just wanted to take the time to talk about firearm safety. But after I had shot myself, my training kicked in. I'm like, shouldn't your training kick in before you shoot yourself?
shouldn't your
And he goes,
training
my
be
training
back
kicked
then?
in. So I called my mother, and we had an ambulance come pick me up at the house and get me
Called
checked
my
out. I was like, so
mother.
your
my
training is to call your
God.
mom. Wow.
Tough guy. Look at this. Let's just watch this in half speed. But
Yep.
and that is that beer can grip I always talk about, where people just grip the entire thing instead of actually maintaining finger control.
Yeah.
Because I can grip as hard as I want to with these 3 fingers,
Yeah.
but if I don't maintain this trigger control, nothing
Well,
happens.
that plus it's just really bad practice, like when he's drawing.
Oh no!
After the hammer's already pulled with the bullet
Oh no!
inside the chamber.
Oh, how to release the
I'm going
hammer
to show you guys.
after it's already pulled.
So what you do is when you pull the hammer back. So this gun's
That's a
totally
single
loaded.
stage.
Yep.
You have to push down the hammer before you even pull the trigger. And once you do that, it enables you to fuck.
It enables you to fuck.
So once again, this goes to the idea of when you have a firearm, always know what the fuck you're doing. Take classes, and no, you don't need to depress the hammer and then pull the trigger. All you got to do is literally hold the hammer down, hold that trigger, and then slowly, very
honestly,
slowly do it.
When I'm releasing the hammer on a revolver to not fire, I don't just hold it on the hammer spur, right?
Yeah,
I actually wrap my thumb over the top of it. So if the hammer gets out of control, I'm gonna have a bruise and not a hole.
And a police report,
Yeah.
Happy Festive is for the rest of us. So yeah, so like also just getting the tip of your finger on those hammers, I don't believe in that. I get the whole thumb over it, you know what I mean? Like I don't go over the pin, but I do grab the entire thing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, most modern revolvers don't have the pin attached to the hammer anymore.
Yeah,
There's
it has a
actually
striker
like
plate.
Yeah, there's actually like safety plates in between the two. So if the hammer were to fall without the trigger, being pressed, which raises a safety plate. It wouldn't actually make contact with the strike plate that sends the firing pin forward. That's kind of cool.
Yeah. We'll take a look at a couple more of these. That's a black eye.
Yeah.
Oh crap!
Oh, she's bleeding.
And now she's gonna be mad at him, like it's his fault.
Ooh.
Just watch.
That was a muzzle loader.
Yep.
So these
He
idiots
probably
bought a black
packed
rifle.
the hell out of it too.
Yeah.
This
Oh, my favorite one.
fucking guy. Oh my god. All right, guys, what's about to happen? Never, ever, 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 ever fucking do. Never fucking do this.
Uh-huh.
I got to pull my monitor up because I don't know how far down I turned my volume. All right, yeah. Oh shit, that's loud as fuck.
No, you're all right.
Yeah,
You're all right.
never, ever, ever do what this guy does. Ever.
So this is one of the luckiest motherfuckers alive, because if almost anybody else in the world did this, you'd be a hashtag. You'd be on a t-shirt. You'd be in a newspaper by the end of the day.
Mm. Oh,
And there's the hat.
hell no.
And that, folks, is actually something I quickly want to talk about, just cover it real quick. That is called a hang fire. That is when the primer and the bullet goes off and starts to burn the powder, but it doesn't fire right away.
Now, there was two things, though. Hang fire and a failure to extract.
No, because
he
it was a
he
pump.
went click, and he went click, so it didn't pull out the old shell either.
Did it?
Yeah, no. Watch it again. He
He
clicked it at least 2 times before he dumbassfully looked down the barrel.
All right, so bop. There's one. Click. No, you're right. He did it. So that might actually be a double feed.
Whatever it was, never
Not
do
good.
that.
Never fucking do this. This cocksucker is the luckiest motherfucker alive.
Yeah, he's lucky that the stock flexed that little bit as it was traveling down the barrel, or else it would have hit him right in the forehead.
Oh, this dumb fuck. So this guy is an actual police officer and an actual police trainer.
Yeah, and if you ever need a visualization for when someone says I shot myself in the foot,
This is it. That's it right there. Everybody all right?
Yeah, apparently
We're fine.
he kept trying to give his class after shooting himself through the foot.
No. We're gonna pause that real quick.
Now the fun thing is that's fake
Yes.
because that's also him behind the barrier.
Yes. This is
Okay.
all fake. That just gave me a.
I know, right? Just watching it gives you anxiety, though. But yeah, that guy that shot himself in the foot, he tried to continue to give the class on firearm safety
Until he fainted.
while he's walking up and down between the desks, fucking bleeding out of his foot, like
Bleeding
fucking,
everywhere. Ow.
like do what he says, or he'll cut off your big toe. You know, like
And he fainted. That's the only reason it stopped, because he was like, "No, I'm all right. I'm all."
he
They were
needs
like,
some milk.
Call a fucking ambulance. Are these NRA approved? I don't personally endorse the NRA. So I could care less what they think.
But they are good, like, lessons.
These
involved
are
in
good
these.
lessons to
Like
look
that
at.
right there. Even though that one's, just to make people cringe. Don't ever fucking no. Like, I don't care if that's your best fucking friend or your fucking dad. Don't trust someone that much. Never put yourself downrange from a fucking firearm.
If
Ever.
I can only say, like, I can't even say if you did this to me, because we would never be stupid enough to do this.
No, like the guy, like the girl that shot her boyfriend. Oh, this one's interesting. This is a ricochet.
How many yards is it?
I don't know. Yeah, the shit ricocheted back and like hit him right near the kneecap.
What is he?
I don't
Looks
know,
like
dude.
he was using a very big rifle in a very small range.
It was like filmed on a potato, so it's hard for me
I
to
know,
tell.
right?
But you hear
Yeah.
the ding, and then he fucking
It looks like he's using a very large because something fell out over here. I don't know if that was a magazine or something. I don't know if like he just bumblefucked the whole thing, but I don't think he was supposed to use that caliber on that range.
Right.
Because something like this happens. That's what you get. Tiny Asian women shoot shotguns.
Oh, this one. Okay, now this is the thing too. You have to know how much power is behind the firearm. Okay, because that.
All right, last one, guys. Last one. I promise. I promise. Just
that's like I can't honestly tell from the quality if it's an M60 or a 240 Bravo. It looks like an M60. But that's a 7.62 fully automatic belt-fed machine gun. And you got like a 10-year-old shooting it. Who weighs probably less than the fucking gun does. Now, any adult would think, well, maybe this kid doesn't have enough fucking body weight to stabilize this gun. But this guy didn't think that, and let's see what happens.
Hold on a sec. I'm just trying to remember what that stock is. That is an M60.
Full shots for those weapons. Yeah.
It's the
240. It's the 240's older brother. It's the one they use.
So that might be why he has it, because it's grandfathered. They should have full shoots for those weapons. I don't know what you mean by that, Mike.
I'm not quite sure either.
Yeah. So look at the tiny amount of space that they have the bipod on as well, just right here. Right here. Like I would have had my hand on the back of this kid's back. I would have been like,
honestly, I would have just had the kid prone in the dirt with the bipod dug in.
Yeah. They should have full auto for those weapons. I mean, some
those weapons do have full auto.
Yeah. So let's just watch this kid put his dad's insurance bill through the roof.
Stop! Oh God dang, boy.
Like it's his fault, you know.
Just one more time. Hold on. Yeah, well, you get what you deserve. And tiny, that's just funny. But sorry, I went you back too far. But let's just count the amount of rounds that go through this truck.
Well, luckily it's a little like side-by-side four-wheeler, so it's a little bit cheaper than a truck. Seven. I count 7.
I count 9. I count 9 rounds.
The first 2 had to slide off. The first 2 didn't go through, I don't think, because it had to slide.
Oh, either way, that's over $20,000 just gone.
Well, I mean, it's the bed part of the side-by-side. I don't know what that mysterious liquid was. That was probably beer. Okay, then it's fine. So then add an extra $6. But it's the bed part of the side-by-side, so it doesn't hold like a functional, like stability to it.
All right. So
honestly, it's the adult's fault. Not the kid's fault.
No, it's not the kid's fault at all. There's nothing that kid could have done to prevent that. Fucking, I would have a guy my size sandbagged on that fucking, weapon.
Yeah, because that weapon has that weapon holds some hate and discontent, bro. Like.
I mean, like that weapon is a whole lot of fuck you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a fuck you a lot in the everywhere.
I was literally like, fuck you a lot in the entire general vicinity.
Yeah. Everything behind you, everything around you,
Everything you've ever fucking known.
Yeah.
So let's go on to this. We'll do this last one, and this is just kind of Full Metal Jacket versus Hollow Point. So the Graverobber brought this up a little bit earlier that I carry target ammo, which is so. This is target ammo. It is a solid piece of copper over a lead core. And this is 115 grains, 9mm. This is what I carry. Why? Because I'm poor. And I don't
shall
really
return.
give a fuck. I think he went to go get his. So like this is this next demonstration is a ballistics gel test of one of these versus what Graverobber is about to bring over. And you right there, yeah, right there, Bubba.
Yeah. All right.
Did you go get your?
I too am poor, but this is what I carry. This is a jacketed hollow point. Hold on, let me do that little beauty video thing.
Yeah. Hey, I got it too.
Boom. This is a jacketed hollow point. It is jacketed and it has a hollow point. So basically, that's what that means. And what that does is, I don't know if you can actually
Got a little bit of lag
see
on
it.
that.
Center of that lead, there is a tiny little hole. And what happens with this one is when it enters, it hits, and then as it encounters solid surfaces, it begins to like flower out. And that's what prevents over penetration. So like, say I had to use my self-defense firearm in a public situation. That way, when I put my rounds on target on the active shooter, I don't have to worry about the bullets over penetrating, like we saw in the first video, going through the active shooter and then tagging some old lady or a child, or one of my worst fears, I'm taking out an active shooter and it goes through and injures a dog.
Yeah. So
I
we're
love
gonna
puppies more than most humans. So
we're gonna see a demonstration of this. We're just gonna kind of skip all that because we literally just covered everything he says.
yes.
So let's go ahead and just check this out. So that, I believe, is a Full Metal Jacket.
We can't see anything.
Right, because I'm an idiot.
Only on Fridays.
Oh,
And you fail.
Yep.
yeah. Damn it. Fuck. All right, so so this is a Full Metal Jacket going into ballistics gel. And this is just kind of cool visualization of what these do. Bob. There's that temporal cavity we talked about at the beginning of the show.
And you can see those gel blocks are 15 inches long, by the way.
Mhm.
So that's the Full Metal Jacket
All
going
right.
completely through 15 inches of ballistic
Looks like
gel,
a.
and then into
clean
another
hit.
one.
Let's go take a look at it real quick. So as you can tell, once the FMJ hits the ballistics gel block, there's very little kinetic energy being dumped out. It continues to work its way down the first ballistics gel block, leaving very minimal damage because there is no expansion in the round. The round just penetrates a hole all the way through. The wound channel is very minimal. It exits the first ballistics gel block at 15 inches and continues another 7 inches into the second ballistics gel block. And as you can tell, the FMJ is zero expansion. The round is fully intact.
And
looks the same as
it
did
just
when
said,
left
"Fuck
the,
you,"
The shell casing
went.
itself.
It's got places
The
to
next
be,
shot
man.
is going to be the PDX-1 Winchester, 230 grains as well. Let's take a look.
Twice
to
the
see
metal
how
of the
this,
last one, by the way.
performs.
Twice the weight of the last bullet.
All right, nice and easy.
Whoa.
Ah,
That's not a good day.
that's a bad day.
Yeah, if that was
Yeah.
your insides.
Big difference. I take hollow points any day. I choose life.
by ending the
So
first
shot from a
person's
PDX
life.
one is coming in at 913 feet per second.
Perfectly
so a whole lot
balanced.
faster than the FMJ.
Is all
But
things
wait till you
should
see
be.
the damage caused and where the rounds stop. So as you can tell, once the hollow point from the PDX-1 entered the first block, it starts dissipating most of its energy right away. Also, the damage caused by the petals expanding on that hollow point round. As the PDX-1 goes further into the gel, that hollow point round stops at just past 11 inches. That is a huge difference compared to the FMJ. The FMJ round went 22 inches. So you're looking at twice the penetration in an FMJ. So in a personal protection situation, if you're looking to stop over penetration and not punch right through your target, and not to mention the fact that the hollow point round was traveling at a faster rate of speed. It's amazing to see the difference. You're looking at half the distance in penetration, but also a faster round. So therefore, all that kinetic energy behind that hollow point round is being dissipated twice as fast. And
That's
it's
where
leaving
that
all
big
into its
old
intended
cavity
target.
comes
A little
from,
bit of
though.
fragmentation coming off the PDX-1.
Well, I
That
mean, we
one-
could get into the crazy science, you know, of like the joules energy and everything else, but not
more
now.
so over. I just want to talk about like, oh well, it's going twice as fast and it's twice as heavy, therefore whatever it is. No. First of all, this is a demonstration of the living of kinetic energy inside of a ballistics torso, because we know that we wear clothes,
Mhm.
and clothes eats up a lot of that kinetic energy.
Well, that's why the actual like FBI test is like a ballistics gel block with like 5 layers of denim.
Yeah, it's 2 layers of denim and 1 layer of cotton.
Yeah. So like
Uh,
Canadian tuxedo.
Yeah. So I mean, like, I just don't like when you have that kind of you know, pseudoscience, I guess it is, you know, when it's like, oh, because it's twice the you know,
Mass.
force or whatever. No, when you're collecting, when you fire a bullet, there is a sudden and rapid exchange of energy. That sudden and rapid exchange of energy does not constitute what damage it does, because especially when you're firing into water or something that is not constituted of multiple layers of thickness or density, all you're doing is seeing how far a bullet can go before it
Right,
gets
which is
stopped in
why
the
I
medium.
like the idea of the ballistic torso
Yeah,
from the first video better than the ballistic block, because
Yeah.
then you have varying surfaces like simulated bone, simulated organ, simulated flesh. You have your liquids like your fake blood and things like that. It's, to me, it seems like it'd be more accurate.
yeah. So right now we're just gonna check out my favorite ballistic gel video, and then we're gonna call it a night. So
Oh, high point versus ballistic gel.
this is my
C9
favorite
can
one.
do to
This
ballistics.
is a very
Okay,
educational
first up, we
video.
have the ZQI 123 grain full metal jacket.
Oh my god, and that's all a high point is good for.
I mean, it literally is in the description. High point ballistic gel. Yeet. He never said he was testing the bullets on the ballistic gel.
Jesus Christ. We're not elitist here, but we do have a we do have a bit of a prejudice when it comes to high points.
But if it came down to it, I'd take a high point over nothing.
Over nothing, yeah. That was oddly in sync. Anyways, so that has been the show. It would be my favorite, yes, because it's stupid. That is the show for today, folks. Thank you so much. I hope you learned a little bit something about firearms. Remember, please respect all your state laws when you
Yes.
are conducting anything activities regarding firearms. Follow the 4 firearm rules and be safe more than anything.
Yeah, we want you guys to have a happy Christmas, not a Christmas in the emergency room.
please. And if anybody, and please, this goes for anybody. If anybody around you is inebriated or has any kind of alcohol in their fucking system and picks up a firearm, beat the fuck out of them, then throw them out.
Yeah,
because alcohol and firearms never ever together. Just no, just bad. So, and you have it on authority of VT Network. You know, if they're asking why are you kicking my ass and throwing me out of the party, you tell them because Deadman and Graverobber, two accredited and fucking licensed firearms instructors, told us to.
Yeah,
they can call us and bitch about it.
If someone gets to drink it, it was like, hey, check out this new guy. No, safely
disarm
maneuver
them.
yourself around them, Expelliarmus their shit, and then fucking Dento Removo their fucking teeth.
Yeah, and
then when they're mad, you tell them it's, well, you know, I told you not to be drunk and touching my guns.
Yeah,
get the fuck out. By the way, I kicked your dog the other day.
Don't kick the dog. I mean, fucking their wife is more acceptable than kicking their dog. You know,
that is true. That is.
By the way, I sent your wife.
The wife made the decision. You know, the dog didn't know what the fuck was going on.
Dog's innocent. You know, I sent your wife a dick pic and she sent the smiley winky face back. Fuck you. Get out of my party.
Also, I sent your dog a dick pic.
I don't know why your dog has a phone, but just what we.
There's that
about.
one dog on Twitter that has the phone. Like,
text from a dog. Yeah.
Yeah.
But with all that said, thank you very much, everybody, for watching. Thank you, Mike Smith, for coming. Susan, Lophus, everybody who came and
thank you, Carmen, for coming home and making dinner. One of these days, I'm going to have to try your food.
Food. He's Filipino.
Food.
And yeah. We're gonna get the hell out of here and let you guys enjoy your Christmas. And yeah, if you celebrate, if you don't celebrate, happy Thursday or Friday. What's today?
Friday.
Dude. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, whatever the fuck you celebrate. Have a great day. We love you. We're
happy day off work day. Fuck it.
Happy 3-day vacation. Wait, happy 3-day weekend.
Whatever.
What
have you already been drinking, Dead Man? What's in your water bottle right now?
No.
Is that Slipknot whiskey?
No, we're ending this. Good night, everybody. We love you all.
Slipknot whiskey.
Oh God, not for $70.